was a first ban. That was something we actually saw last game. I was shocked that a team would not first pick Urshifu when it is
Oh, yeah.
available. That Pokemon just feels so incredibly broken that if it's available, I don't know why you wouldn't grab it. As maybe Mew a first pick on the side of Amaterasu, it's an incredible Pokemon, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, they securing the Mew quite early, and then we see a Scyther Blissey. As what Gatlu just mentioned, Ascendant does play all these meta Pokemon routes very early on, and they realize we have to pick Blissey right here. And of course, the Scyther doesn't want to give it over to the left side either. So what is Amaterasu going to respond with? The Slowbro feels like always just the answer to Scyther at this point, right? You see a Scyther, you'll be like, okay, we want Slowbro. And Trainer, that's another Zoroark player. There we go again. Trainer getting up on the Zoroark.
Yeah, Zoroark is it's doing something here in NA. I can't wait to see if they use it in the games against EU, but something that we do have to take into account is they're going to be playing on some ping in some of those games. So I don't know if that's a Pokemon I would ever want to play on ping. It just feels like an absolute nightmare. Maybe Feint Attack actually isn't as bad. Night Slash, however, I think is unplayable on that kind of latency.
Yeah, on ping, you don't want to play Night Slash ever. And Night Slash is just very easily punishable as well. Fight Attack seems to be less punishable because it's a bit faster and it doesn't really require some weird, like Night Slash is similar to Extreme Speed Lucario, just like, why is my thing on cooldown? How did I miss it? That's what I feel like when I play Night Slash or E-Speed Lucario, and it can happen quite fast. So we have a Cramorant, a Blastoise again, Blastoise for the third time today, and last pick Delphox for the side of Ascended.
One thing that to notice here is we've got the Mamoswine coming out.
Yeah, finally.
I don't see any Mamo in EU, which I'm kind of shocked by because I think Mamo is in such an amazing position right now. But of course, Slowbro feels like it's just kind of filling that role for most teams. And once again, we've got a Blastoise right here. When I see the choice specs, I think that we are probably seeing a rapid spin build because you're proccing those specs all the time, but we're going to have to see what they end up playing right here. On a player like Nudo, too, it feels like they really want to be up in the mix.
Also, Jake, do you know which Pokemon is completely getting ignored again?
Completely getting ignored again.
Yeah.
Will we see a return from yesterday? Little Gremlin not here once again. Sableye, no one's talking about it.
Wasn't banned, wasn't picked in the first 3 matches. 4th game as well right here. Still no Sableye being banned or picked at all. So both teams just not going for it.
We got 3 hats on the Dodrio. No one's talking about that either, and it's actually a really big deal, Chris.
I still know why that's a big deal, but sure.
Has 3 separate hats. Are you out of your mind? You don't think that's a big deal? Come on, you don't get it.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Why would that have 3 different?
It's startling, shocking.
It's shocking.
I'm freaking out. Heading up into this top path here, Scyther, Blissey against Blastoise, Mew right here, just getting a little stack early. Over looking for it, actually getting punished a little bit here. They might be able to do some damage to it. Ooh, light screen, maybe not doing exactly what you wanted to do, trying to block it possibly from getting those berries, but it still goes down. Nice little fight here from Nudo and JL in this top path.
And they get the first kill of the game on the words, I would say MVP. Overlord right here is gonna go down. 8 go in for the Squirtle, 4 go in for Mew. I feel like Squirtle is always very aggressive early game. When you play stacking Pokemon against someone like this in ranked, they just try their hardest to just annoy you as much as they can. I always notice with Squirtle and Bulbasaur players. Trainer looking in right here with the Final Slash, couldn't quite find anything. He's just hanging around on top path.
Yeah. Up here in this top path as we actually see Ascended heading to the bottom path with their Delphox. Delphox kind of has a pretty weak level 5, but maybe they're able to make something happen here as they get pretty aggressive, throw that Mamoswine into their face, and we do have the Evo. So, they weren't able to get a KO or anything like that, but we do have Dodrio, and 1, 2, 3. It has 3 hats, Chris.
Wow, that's incredible. And Kara's getting jumped on right here. Can Trainer find the resets? I think the Final Slash is activated, and yes, there's the Zoroark again. With a insane early game KO right now. Of course, the Braixen has no chance on level 5 there. Doesn't really have any abilities to get away. But stays to be executed by the Zoroark to make sure he doesn't mess anything up. And he doesn't mess anything up.
There we go. Overlord pushing in here. Still not level 5. If it was, that might have been able to pick up a KO right there. As they are now just pushing this Blissey back a little bit here. Slash the Blissey that you saw at Worlds. And there's that level 5 looking for the KO. Slash easily one of the best Blisseys in the world. I feel like a player that won the world championships, but still a little underrated given that they're a support. You might not notice them as much as someone like an Overlord, but their Blissey is phenomenal.
No, you don't. Overlord goes down again to the gank of the Zorak of Trainer. He's looking in for that feint attack. Does he find it? He finds Slash here, but he doesn't really find a KO with it. No, he might just drop. Barely gets away. The fight is still breaking out. Mew's looking for these KOs. Mew's out attack is locked onto Dodrio. He's gonna get taken down. And now CrisHeroes also in a big problem right now. Mew switching abilities to Electro Boy. He's gonna finish off Delphox, get a double KO for himself. was like, okay, if you don't get it, I would have gotten it anyways. So Mew's gonna get taken down by Blissey in the end. 30 points for Slowbro.
It looked like that feint right there was trying to hit Delphox, but unfortunately the targeting through it at that Mammoth Swine right there, just a little too thick, as we've talked about. It's really good at KOing these squishy Pokemon, not so much at getting some of these tanks. A big, nice Drill Peck comes in there, pushing them right back. Yeet Fan, I just noticed, is on a different bird today. It's on the Cramorant. He likes birds.
He does like birds indeed. A Cramorant, again, I think very underrated Pokemon. Toon Slim on Europe also plays it a lot right now. And it always seems like it does something. It's very hard to KO down. The Unite move has a lot of impact. And it's already level 8.5. Regicy's being started. And Ascendant's kind of just like running in. They don't care. But do they can get it? They can't. It goes up to the side of Amaterasu. And now Feint Attack is jumping in. Oh my god, he's dancing all over. Then CrisHeroes has to run away on half HP. Still gets away. And Trainer with a nice double KO. I feel like Ascendant just didn't respect them at all there.
No, I don't think so. I mean, Amaterasu is looking fantastic at the start of this right here. Here comes that big Unite move we talked about, almost taking down that Delphox. Really, really great moves by Amaterasu. They're just continuing to push their advantage right here. They just have to make sure that they don't give up a big KO in the process.
And Cramorant ends up getting CrisHeroes there. Delphox going down on his side of the map. Just being so aggressive right now, scoring some more points, getting those Unite moves back up as well, since Cramorant just used it just for some poke. He almost even had get KO with it. And Overlord gets taken down again by 3 members of Amaterasu. They complete control, 174 points right now, working on this Regieleki. They still have Blastos Unite to maybe look for a team fight. Elo, look for the Ice Aggression, high horsepower. Dodrio's flying in. This could be the team fight for Ascendant. Maybe Drill Peck's gonna land on 2. Jump Kick is gonna jump over, but he doesn't really find any kills with it, and 2 go down from the side of Ascendant. Heatfan's on the chase now, diving in. This goes at 23 HP. Overlord, he does have Unite move up. He might look for something right here. Yeah, he's going in onto Blastoise. He finds 2. Does he even find anyone at all, actually? No, he doesn't. No, he does get Mew in the end. But I really thought he had Blastoise, and he somehow lived.
We actually might see Slowbro grab this if there's anyone around here to secure this KO. We see Yeet coming down here for the Cram. Do we get the big Unite move? No, they're going to save it right here. They don't even need it as they take down Overlord right here. This goal is open 3 right now. Oh, I think they probably would have wanted to send Cram in there and get that big 40, but actually they're going to send Trainer right up here to score the 40 right now. CrisHeroes in a lot of trouble, but actually picking up a double. CrisHeroes running out of here right now, living on 1.
I know he wants to keep a Slowbro Unite for this bottom fight, but I think it would have been fair to use it there on the Delphox. Would have been a huge KO as well. Dodrio jumping onto Mew. Mew just gets obliterated by Oblivion. And now we have 5 seconds for the bot Reggie to spawn. So they're going to keep that Slowbro Unite. It was a bit weird of a team fight, I feel like, on top. It was kind of chaotic. Eatfan 11.5. And Oblivion is just running towards top. Doesn't have Unite move up. He doesn't want to team fight without it. And this Reggie is getting started by Amaterasu. Diving in as well into Slash Can. There's one Feint Attack. The second Feint Attack. Final Slash. Blissey there. Helping out Delphox to keep it alive. But he dashed right back into the Zorak Unite. He didn't expect it. Zorak just presses Unite move. Trainer diving in again. But there's Overlord on the side. He's going to find 1. He's going to find 2. But Reggie goes over to save Amaterasu as well. 3 go down of Ascended. Dodrio having no impact right here again. He wasn't part of it. And he has to just watch his team die.
Wow, Amaterasu is fighting so incredibly good. You saw that when Zoroark jumps in there, forces out the Bliss assistance, then he's able to pull back. They move forward from the side of Ascendance, and we have that massive Zoroark Unite able to take them down. And I expected that Nudo was going to be spinning and spouting here, but we've got another Surf Pump Blastoise right here. Clearly, this is becoming popular in NA as this sort of damaging tank, and Nudo's playing incredibly well. Those are 2 huge Blastoise Unites that we've seen so far.
Yeah, for sure. And they're diving onto Slowbro now. They want to look for this KO and maybe for a goal. Dodrio is being forced to use Night. Cramorant doing a lot of damage right here. Can they take down Cramorant? He's so low. And they all just barely live Ascendant looking for this push now. Overlord is there. Meanwhile, top lane 47 going for the Blastoise. Overlord's looking maybe for a dive in. Mew is just going to Unite move. He's going to chase down CrisHeroes on that Delphox. Is even enough Flame Charge? Electro Ball's going to be enough damage to take him down. Overlord also in a big problem right now. He gets final slash by Zoroark.
That final slash was beautiful.
Looks so fancy.
Taking down that Scyther. That was just so gorgeous. Amaterasu's fighting so well, and they're making the world champs look not so great here in game number 1. Amaterasu's crushing this thing.
Well, sure, we have a level 14 Zoroark now, level 13 Cramorant, highest level in the game. No one Ascended is even level 13 yet. So, now the Scyther now hitting, Overlord hitting level 13. He's going to be the main carry for this late game team fight probably. But I mean, Delphox never underestimate. It's already level 12 now. And they're going to look for the spot and push again. But they're so aggressive right here. 25 go in. They're going to break the goal. Scythe Unite's being used. And they just want to look for some KOs right here. Maybe for some more experience. Can they also get for slow, bro? Yes, they can. Double KO for Scythe. And he's just going to keep going. But the surface there into a Solar Beam, Hydro Pump. And Overlord just being too aggressive sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, he's picking up a few KOs. He needs to get his Unite move back. Maybe that was, a tactical get KO'd at this point. Trainer in a lot of trouble right here. Might just get caught by Delphox really, really close to that flame charge, just throwing a little piece of fire at him and getting KO'd right there. Able to make it back to base. We've got an objective here in the top and bottom path. I don't know if they're going to really want to fight over either one because they're very aware that this turns into the Rayquaza fight if either team decides to push it right here. More members of Amaterasu are down right here. There are 5 of them in this bottom path. It looks like Ascended is just going to let this happen. Slash in a little bit of trouble here possibly if it's not able to pull back. And Amaterasu now moving up towards this pit, getting ready for this Rayquaza fight. It has spawned. We have both teams ready right here, hiding in these bottom L bushes, hiding near their side of the map. And actually, we don't have a Unite move yet on Overlord, just ticked into it as he is making his way towards this pit, Chris.
Yeah, every player has the Unite moves up, and Amaterasu, they can just wait right now. They have 130-point lead. Obviously, against Dodrio is a bit scary because Dodrio can just run across the map. But you can see Zoroark scouting top left. In case there's a fight breaking out, he can always take the jump pad, go towards the fight. And Ascendant is also just waiting right now. They don't want to get back kept on because if they lose another 100 points, it's going to be very bad for them. So they're also kind of passive positions right now. CrisHeroes level 14 on the Delphox. He's going to deal a lot of damage. And actually, Scythe are hitting level 50 now for Overlord. So he's also going to do a lot of damage. But again, he's insane slow, bro. It's going to be a very difficult fight. Amaterasu just poking this Rayquaza. They just want to make Ascendant kind of sweat a bit and maybe force it in engage. And there we go. Mamoswine is jumping in with one high horsepower. Not really doing all too much yet. Delphox just trying to poke right here. Hits a missing fire. No, it actually misses. Surface gonna go in. Blastoise just also poking Nudo. Looking for that Hydro Pump, maybe for a Unite move. Misses the Hydro Pump, gets knocked up. There's a nice Delphox Unite. He has to go in now with the Unite button. But the Safeguard is going to keep Delphox not from getting knocked up. Mamoswine is going to go into Blastoise. Slope Unite is also locking someone down. I'm not sure who it was. Overlord's living on 1 HP. Dodrio also on 1 HP. We still have the Bliss Assistance up. We still have Dodrio Unite move up as well. And Ascendant's now working on a 2 down for the side of Amaterasu. Overlord gets taken down. Rayquaza's still full HP and Ascendant's running out of time right here.
Ascended is running out of time. They had a massive catch. It was Dodrio that Slowbro had that Unite move on. We got the Bliss Assistance here on the Delphox, and I think they're deciding on this rip right now. They're saying we have to try to take this down. Oblivion looking to push Mew out of this pit. If it gets the KO, great. Otherwise, it just needs to get it out of there, as Ascended is going to get this secure. No one from Amaterasu could make it in time, and they now have to run to score. If they just get a point in top and bottom, they're able to win this thing. And here we go, the points raining in for Ascended. Looks like they were able to take this game in the last few seconds.
What a close last 1 minute. And now one actually I'm gonna go for Blastoise, but I think it's not enough, right?
No, after they scored in the main, unfortunately, that is not enough for Amaterasu, who played an amazing game number 1, but they just couldn't shut it down. Both Overlord and Oblivion, the Dodrio and the Scyther, living on very little HP in that final fight.
Yeah, wow. 50 points in the end for the side of Ascendant. What a close match. And Trainer, the Zoroark, also looking great again. But he just doesn't win the game in the end.
No. It's a really hard Pokemon in that final fight and looked amazing all match. I feel like, man, if there was any way they could have grabbed that Dodrio, if there was any way Oblivion, just even one Pokemon more goes down on the side of Ascended there, I think Amaterasu wins that thing, but they were not able to shut it down here in game number 1. Really impressive, though. I mean, going up against the world champs and making them sweat. Banned out, and the first pick on the Mime.
I like the Blissey ban. I think it's reasonable. So now we have to pick up the Scyther for the side of Amaterasu. I don't think they want to go up against a Mime and Scyther, right? If those two Pokemon jump in onto your backline, there's no one's going to live. It is so annoying. It's so much engage. Happens very fast as well. And we just talked about it. There it is. There's the Sableye. And also another Blastoise again.
There is our little Sableye. Blastoise coming back out. Just want to do a quick time check with you. I'm at 11, 10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5.
Perfect. 4, 3. Oh, you don't want to do the rest? I kind of want to. Do we really have a Wiggly? Wiggly and Zarina coming out here for Amaterasu. All right, this is an interesting setup right here. This is a lot different than what we saw round 1 from them. But of course, Ascended on the other side, they're picking up some different things too.
I mean, I do like it, right? It's a AoE unstoppable Unite move. So you get up against Sableye, Blastoise, and Mr. Mime. All those Unite moves are AoE, stun abilities or stun moves. And Wigglytuff can press Unite move and kind of just get rid of all of them. So I think that's the plan probably right now after seeing the third 3 Pokemon. And yeah, but they're kind of lacking some support. I mean, now we go to the series where Eldegoss is completely ignored, which is also quite funny.
I was going to say, actually, you know what might have been a really nice final pick would be an Eldegoss right here, but still, it's a lot of range. It's interesting, this composition right here on the side of Amaterasu. Got a muscle
And we have an
band on the
Absol.
Wigglytuff.
And yeah, I mean, it does a lot of auto attack damage. I actually even play Rapid Fire Scarf on this Pokemon. It's also quite annoying. But no, there we go. Goes into XP share instead. Muscle Band was maybe for the solo queue build, for the XP share when it comes to the team play. And we have CrisHeroes playing Absol. I don't think I've seen CrisHeroes play Absol yet.
There we go. Ascended Amaterasu. Amaterasu with their tag ASU. Obviously, they are sponsored by Arizona State University.
Was that actually so?
It's a party school here in the United States.
Interesting. I actually didn't know that. So we have Yidpin again
also
on the Cramorant.
It's also a college. It's also a university, but it's just a well-known party university. And clearly they're getting into Pokemon Unite. They're saying, look, we like to party, and we want to start sponsoring Unite teams.
Sounds reasonable. Sounds very reasonable.
And no, chat, that's not a real thing. It's not really. That's just their tag.
Okay.
Here we go. Game number 2. Ascended, your world champs. Amaterasu trying to take them down here as we have a bit of a pause. Let's see if we have, it might be a dropout. We also might have an item issue. We're going to find out real soon here as we're letting our teams. Game crash. All right, someone's loading back in.
Cool. Yep, just gonna have to wait for someone to come back.
I want to thank everybody for being here, whether you're here with me or you're here with Chris or on one of our satellite streams. I guess they can't hear me right now, but thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for checking this out, making Rivals such a big thing. I don't want to say that we're crushing the Asia Champions League, Chris, but I think we're crushing them.
I mean, I'm actually not sure. I think we're crushing them for sure, yeah. Looking good? Not looking too bad?
I'm not positive, but we're crushing them. There's no way to say for sure, but we're absolutely demolishing them.
If you say so, I agree.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I can't really because I also cast the Asia Champions League, right? So I'm kind of just also, beating up on me now.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. I forgot. Oh yeah, were you going to do the almonds thing? This might be a nice time.
I'm absolutely not sponsored by them, so I mean, otherwise I would. If they sent me some, I would talk good about it. Okay. They want to send me some almonds.
If I send you some almonds, will you talk good about the almonds?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, good.
100%. Right.
Sounds good.
They can ship them until tomorrow. Express delivery or something, and we can talk about almonds tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to put almonds on a jet and send them across the world to you, so you can talk about them tomorrow. That's what I want more than anything.
Me too. I want those almonds.
I want to watch you eat some almonds on stream. This pause is taking too long. We're back.
Heading down to match number 2. Ascend against Amaterasu, Ascend on the left side, Amaterasu on the right, and we have some interesting Pokemon. Again, a Wigglytuff, but the Absol of CrisHeroes. I'm really curious to see what he's going to do with this Pokemon and what build he is actually going for.
Here we go. Overlord heading up here with this little gremlin. It actually looks like they're not too worried about the invade on the side of Amaterasu, as it's stopping Nudo from stacking right here. Might be able to get those Eos energy away from it once more. Pulling back. Is it able to take it? Yes, it is. Anti-stacking right here from the Sableye. No one giving Sableye any respect, but you really should respect this Pokemon a little bit. Not able to stop it right there. Thief was down. Not able to take that here, but able to stop multiple stacks from Nudo and maybe even pick up a KO. We're going to find out. Mew actually pushing it back right here. Huge surf, but it doesn't connect.
Surprised he started with Surf. I've not seen many Surf starts yet because he can't switch until level 5. So he decided to go for a light screen Surf combo. I know he's gonna get taken down. I don't know what he was trying to achieve there. Looking for the Squirtle of Overlord. He's gonna hit level 5 now. But yeah, quite interesting. Light screen Surf. I think everyone's just trying out light screen with different moves now.
Yeah, I mean, it makes that Surf go very, very far, but it looks like it didn't go far enough. Nudo actually getting taken down here. Trainer having to run back from this fight, turning back around, looking to pick up this KO. There's the Surf. Taking down the Sableye.
And we do have a Night Slash Absol. And again, it's very squishy. You can see already going down that right here. Oblivion, very aggressive, but has the quick attack. He goes back to safety, and looks like bot lane of Ascend is doing quite well. Both have a level lead right now. Heatfan looking for a level 6 slowly for the dive. Even though Whirlpool is obviously great for laning phase, it allows you to get those white Pokemon. Mew and Blow of Promise right here is going to get feared by the Shadow Sneak. Can Mew actually get away? And yes, he does get away. Like, I don't have any more follow-up left. Obviously, Wartortle is one of the weakest level 5 Pokemon, right? If you pick up that Water Spout, you feel so useless for the next 2 levels.
Yeah, it's a really tough one until you finally get your spin here. Our team's getting ready for this fight here at the 8 minutes. Trainer's starting this off. Here comes the big Night Slash from Absol. Actually not continuing the fight, just going to go ahead and try to take some of that experience right there as they're chasing down the Scyther, and they pick up a big KO here. Ascended moving up to this top path goal, looking to put some points on the board as Nudo's coming up here, and they actually turn right onto that Serena and try to take this fight, almost picking up another one.
So we do have the Night Slash Sucker Punch. That's also my favorite Absol bit, which I think is actually the best Absol bit. We do see a lot of Pursuit as well. We see some Night Slash and Psycho Cut, but Night Slash, Pursuit, no, Night Slash and Sucker Punch I think is still the best. It's also very good at, maybe taking on the Scyther. If you get that stun out from it, might be able to take him down. But it's going to be very difficult in late game teamfights. Into a really tough Q Charm is just so annoying for any speedster that has to go in Courage. Jumping in now, looking maybe for something right here, but it's very, very difficult to jump into the enemy team.
10 seconds here until our first big objective. We've got a level 8 on our Absol right here. Nice pickup there in the top path. We've got a KO. There's that spin spout build. We're seeing a lot of different Blastoises coming out here from NA as we have Amaterasu moving down here for Registeel. They're just poking at it right now. And we have a level 9 Absol right here with Unite, but we've also got Trainer with the Unite move on that Scyther, possibly looking to move in and pick up this KO. There's the big Unite move. Actually takes down Mime right here, trying to get a double. There's the Sableye going down there on the side of Ascended as they're looking to clear this out. We've got the Unite move. Nope. Absol, I didn't get to see its Unite, but it didn't matter. Big triple KO and the objective.
Look at it, just died, and Amaterasu again just steamrolling Ascended in this first bot team fight. But they're still behind in points, which obviously is not going to matter much. They have a huge experience lead now, level 10.5 on the Scyther, and Absol, the longer the game goes on, the more value it will slowly lose. Elo on top side, looking for the Shadow Sneak on Nudo, who's also level 9.5 now, so Amaterasu across the board have a good level lead now. Cramorant also unlocking the Unite move. He's going to just be very strong on bot side. Overlord hitting level 9. And we have another KO for Amaterasu. Mime overextended. Gets taken down and go look for this push on bot.
Oh, look at that. The confusion, the fear, and the whole time you just have to sit there in that rapid spin water spout. Great combination there from Ascended as Amaterasu evening up the score a little bit here. 124-133 after they break that bottom goal. Once again, Nudo just has to sit inside this. He says, I'm tired of this. I'm taking you up into the air and actually having to run here in this moment, just dealing with this Sableye Blastoise combo.
You can actually Serena Unite move the Rapid Spin, so it's quite annoying for Blastoise in late game teamfights to maybe get the Rapid Spin out. And Serena, though, using Unite move just to live, doesn't really get anything out of it. And now he's diving in 1v3 scenario. Yes, be careful. I mean, the Sableye stunning is just so annoying. He just wants to get vision towards this Mew. This probably missed there, but it's way too early. And goes on to the Absol, Blastoise Unite just to zone. And now Scyther, does he have Unite move up? Yes, he has Unite move up. He's going to look for these resets. Can he find anyone? The fight's breaking on the left side right now. Meanwhile, Regieleki is trying to get pushed in. Scyther's going to pick up Sableye. He's on the run now. And Absol just trying to get this Regieleki in, and it succeeds. Going to put 40 in, 36 overcap. It's going to fall to the dive auto take right here from the Cramorant, and Dory's also finally going to pick on Scyther, who was on the left side, just being super aggressive.
There we go. 184-133. Ascended putting some points on the board. We have a goal broken now from both sides. I think top goal is a little better to be broken. It gives you a little more experience here, but Ascended keeping the pressure on with the scoring, putting points in the top and breaking this bottom goal right now. 236-133, up by over 100 as Yeet fans trying to chase out this Sableye. And we do have the bottom objective up, I believe, and I think they're starting it right now. Probably trying to rip it down. Yeah, we've got the Unite move. And there we have Scyther with the big secure.
And Cramorant Unite's also just doing so much damage. Slash can dropping into 1 HP. Really tough on the chase. I don't think he can quite catch it. Electro lands onto Overlord. He's looking for this fight right now, but he's dropping low. He has Unite move. He has 3. Mew is on 1 HP. Barely living right now. Oblivion. Can he find the KO on Mew? No, Mew is in his Unite move. And Gitfan also living on 1 HP. Amaterasu is getting away, but Overlord finally getting that KO with the Water Spout Rapid Spin. And what a close fight. Cramorant also just barely living. Mew had like 5 lives there, living over and over again. And Ascended still with a 100-point lead now, heading into the next half of this match. We have 1 minute 40 until Rayquaza spawns, Regieleki in 30 seconds. And I think the game is going to calm down for a tiny bit now.
Yeah, it looks like everything's going to get a little more calm here. Blastoise, I mean, we're seeing some huge unites from Overlord with that Blastoise. We actually have multiple members of the team posturing up here for this top fight. We have Regieleki spawning in about 10 seconds. Yeet looking to come in here with the Cramorant, getting taken up into the air from that Serena. Oblivion running in with a big unite move from that Dodrio as Absol and Dodrio down on the side of Ascended here. No one down yet. There goes the Scyther on the side of Amaterasu. Getting ready for this fight.
Amaterasu again with another great fight.
This.
I mean, this Absol really not looking too good in these fights. It's very, very difficult to play into this arena and the Wigglytuff as well, as I mentioned. Sableye being very deep right here. We have a Mighty Knight, but he can still use it. It's one of the lowest critical hits in the game. They're going to find one Overlord trying to look for more, but they can only find so far the Wigglytuff, which is not that important. Can they get Regieleki? They're looking for the Solar Beam, and somehow Mime is able to secure it through the Solar Beam and the air slash of Cramorant. Yeetfan is now getting drill pecked to death. We have also Mew getting knocked out on top. And Oblivion just kinda coming from the side there with the drip pack, doing a lot of damage. Maybe also pushing right now. It's just kind of risky right now. Not sure if he should be doing this right here, looking for the jump kick and drip pack. But now he's kind of stuck in the drop kick. Has to run away. Nudo trying to hit the stomp, can't quite do it. And Oblivion just playing with its foot, I guess.
Yeah, just bouncing off the walls a little bit there, seeing if maybe they could get a sneaky push, thinking that Amaterasu wouldn't expect that someone's actually going to try to push this in. Right now, 244 to 144, only 100 points separates these teams, meaning one Pokemon can peel off with full pockets and even this game up, but it would only tie it. Ascended would still be ahead at this point as we have them getting ready for this fight here. We've got Rayquaza here in just 2 seconds. It looks like we've got Serena already level 14 Scyther as well. It's going to be a pretty wild end fight. We're going to see if this Wigglytuff Unite move is able to do something for the squad right here. They're all going to want to be around it so they can take the most benefit from it possible, as we've got the Mime taking his Blastoise out for a walk. Nudo up here in the top path as they're moving in here. Here comes the Mime Unite.
And there's the Wigglytuff Unite we talked about, giving Unstoppable to Scyther so he doesn't get locked out by Mr. Mime. He's diving in now, looking for Slashkin. Can he find it? The focus is going to keep Slashkin alive for a tiny bit, but it's not enough. Scyther's going to take this KO, but 3 are down for the side of Amaterasu. Absol somewhere is finding those KOs. Is going to finish off Wigglytuff. Mew has to get this kill on Oblivion, and it's going to do with the boost auto tech and Electro Ball. Dory has no chance of actually dodging it, and the Electro Ball is going to be so annoying, but Sableye is going to lock down Mew. Blyce is going to finish it off. Scyther's now back in action. Rayquaza's dropping no CrisHeroes. It has to go back to base, right? Or Sableye Unite's going to whiff. That would have been huge to put Scyther back to base. And now we have Cramorant and Serena back alive, and they still have Unite moves up, and he's just going to use it directly in Overlord's face. Overlord eject buttoning, hitting up 3. Who's going to go this Rayquaza into? He's spinning all over it, and he's going to get it, I'm pretty sure. It was going into Overlord with the Water Spout. He has enough damage. He's going to take it for Ascendant. They're going to run towards the right side. Double KO for Overlord as well. And he gets it. 3 KOs even. 100 in for Sableye. And that should be 45 seconds left. They're going to score 88 right here. Another 100 maybe for Overlord. Unless they can stop. No, the She gets broken by Mr. Mime. Noodle looking for some KOs right here. Can they find it? He's a 1v3 scenario. The Solar Beam is not enough damage. And Ascended with 444 points. Now Overlord just spinning around after spinning in the rapid spin. Bit of the ending going on right here.
Faces. Wow.
There's the surrender.
There's the spins right there. I mean, we've been watching the rapid spin. It's got a rapid spin when it's done too. GG. Ascended, just showing him how it's done in that final fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was very close of a team fight. And that was kind of scary for Ascendant because Amaterasu were respawning. Still with Unite moves up, but they couldn't capitalize on it.